Hey guys, welcome to the Made It Through Monday live stream. My name is John Stevens Jr. I'm going to be your entertainer for the next hour. Tonight, we're going to do a patriotic celebration in remembrance of 9/11. We're going to sing Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning? Do you remember? A couple more patriotic songs. As always, 8 songs in this 1 hour show. 4 of them are going to be mine. So we are so glad that you're here to join us for another Monday night. I know last Monday was Labor Day, and I know some of our regulars were gone, but we are glad that you're back joining us this week and look forward to entertaining you. I see Kathy Van Cleve and Connie Schultz. Look at there. Connie is already on the YouTube. We'd like to say hi to all you people on YouTube. Thank you for watching us. Thank you, Connie and Larry. Hey, in the next hour, like I said, we're going to be singing 8 songs. I'm going to be sharing some show pics from my shows of last week. I'm going to let you know where I'm going to be performing this week. And some of you sent me some pictures where you watched the John Stevens Made It Through Monday live stream. We'd like to encourage you to keep doing that. We're going to share some of those and probably have a couple other surprises for you. We're going to say hi to Pete and Julie after bed. But with that said, and especially calling out Connie Schultz out there, I got a song for her out of the gate. One of my own tunes called It's All Gonna Be Alright. No matter what you're going through, this is some good advice out there. Just remind yourself, it's all gonna be alright. I don't know what my next move is. I don't know what I'm gonna tell my friends. I don't know what I'm supposed to be feeling when an old road's ending and a new one begins. I don't know who I'm supposed to turn to find some wisdom when a love burns out. I don't know if there's ever any answers when the man with the plan says it's all going south. But I know the sun's coming up. I got gas in my truck. There's coffee in my cup. I believe in lady luck. I won't always be stuck. I'm okay with not much, and some days are gonna suck. I may lose a few pounds now that it's all come unwound. I don't have to drown, cause my world's upside down. Simple truths so profound. Solitude, sacred ground. I may be down, but I found when you can't see the light. I may not know all the answers, but I know it's gonna be alright. I can't hear it, but I can see Brene's lips moving, and I got her silhouette to the side there. Are you singing tonight, Brene, or just? Oh, yeah, you're talking now, but you're not singing that loud because I haven't heard you yet. So turn it up this second verse. Okay. I don't know what I'll have for breakfast. I don't know what the weather's like outside. I don't know if I'll watch an old movie or head down to the dive bar and drink all night. But I know the sun's coming up. I got gas in my truck. There's coffee in my cup. I believe in lady luck. I won't always be stuck. I'm okay with not much. Some days are gonna suck. I heard her that time. I may lose a few pounds. It's all come unwound. I don't have to drown, cause my world's upside down. Simple truths so profound. Solitude, sacred ground. Hey, I may be down, but I found when you can't see the light. I may not know all the answers, but I know it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. I tell you, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Hey, you've made it to the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream. That's a win out there. It's all going to be all right. We're going to try to help make your Monday a little bit better by singing some songs out there and saying hi to everybody. We have a nice little community gets together every Monday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, all across the country, sometimes all around the world. But it's that time to where we're going to find out who's watching this week. So if you'll do me a favor, it's check-in and sharing time. We would love for you to check in in out there. Let me know where you're watching from, and let me know what city you're watching from. And if you're in the state of Indiana, we love to get your specific check-ins. As you can see down there, those are all the shares that you guys shared last week. So Julie's got those running across. Thank you for sharing this. So we ask that you check in. We ask that you share the video and tag a friend out there, put it in one of your groups out there. We love to spread the word out there. Let's see who's in the chat. There's my mama already out there. Hey, Mom, down there in French Lick, Indiana. Good to see her. I'm going to go all the way. I should go all the way to the top, shouldn't it? Because those are the people that come in first, like Pete and Julie and Kathy and Connie. Tammy, good to see you. Brenda Blakey, hey, I'm back. We are so glad to have you back, Brenda. Now, me and Julie might get on top of each other here a little bit because we're just saying hi. And I love this. Looky there. Where's it? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There she was. I gotta find it. Tammy Tony is checking in from Panama Beach. Somebody's having a good time on vacation out there. Thank you. So Julie, you keep pulling them up too. I'm just saying hi to everybody that I haven't said. Sandy Saylor, nice to see you. Sandy and Tim are watching. Larry Davis down on the west side, or up there in Michigan. Mindy Harrison, look at there. She's watching on YouTube. That little red YouTube sign tells us that. There's Connie too. Thank you guys for joining. All you people on YouTube, we are glad to have you with us. And make sure and send those requests. And hi, Serena. There's Mr. Mills. Look at there. He's checking in from the great metropolis of Citrus Springs. All right, Bob Fetro. I think I said hi to Mike Westerfield. There's Peggy Arnett. Peggy, we got some pictures. The girls from New Pal were in the house Friday in Shelbyville. That was fun. Trying to get through Gary Figg. Good to see you. I'm saying there is Pat Bell Branch. Hi, Pat. Nice to have you with us. Nice to have you out. DJ's watching. All right, Don Brown. I'm trying to get through and catch up with everybody. I said hi to most everybody that's in it. Bob Cruz has joined us. Barbara Mitchell. I'll get back to you guys. Bob Vitro. Have I forgotten anybody? Karen Clark. There she is. All right. There's Mary. Mary's with us too. Hi, Mary. Glad to have you with us. Aunt Teresa. She says, 911, we were in Greenville, Kentucky at a flea market. Silence fell over the place and everyone packed up and left. I thought because they turned on the 911 or turned on the John Stevens show. All right, I got it. Well, hope everybody's all right down there. Tammy, Tony, Cheryl, nice to see you. Hey, guys, I could say hi all night. I'll get back to you. Hey, it is the anniversary of 9/11. And that brings us, Julie, to the question of the day this week. Do you guys remember, what you were doing on 9/11? Do you remember where you were?
I do.
So if you will do me a favor, kind of give me a brief description in the chat. Let me know where you were. I know that I was living in Indianapolis at the time. Really? My mysterious tuner, I don't know why it does what it's like it goes to sleep or something. I was living in Indianapolis on the west side, and I was living with Kenny Holly. Kenny Holly's no longer with us, but Kenny and I were living together at the Islands on the west side of Indianapolis, and I had been with Jeff Wolf the night before at a Jimmy Buffett was in town on Tuesday that night, the day of the 9/11 attack, so they canceled that show. But Mac McAnally was at a bar in Indianapolis, and me and Jeff Wolf had went down to go see Mac McAnally. And why is this tuner doing? Well, we're going to play Catch the Tuner tonight. Hopefully I can keep my place with it. But anyway, we saw Mac McAnally, and I had been out late that night. And Kenny woke me up that morning when the first tower had hit, and that's where I was. So I would love for you to tell me, Pete and Julie and Brene and all you guys out there in the chat, let me know where you were. Let me know where you were on 9/11, 2001. I'd be interested in finding that out. So with that being said, I'm going to play Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning. This song is just pretty. I get emotional just singing it. I was kind of going through some notes with it today, doing a little refresh on it. And man, just some really poignant lyrics to this song. So as you guys are letting me know where you're watching from, checking in, and where you were on 9/11, 2001, we're going to sing Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Were you in the yard with your wife and your children, or working on some stage in LA? Did you stand there in shock at the sight of that black smoke rise on against that blue sky? Did you shout out in anger and fear for your neighbor, or did you just sit down and cry? Did you weep for the children who lost their dear loved ones? Pray for the ones who don't know? Did you rejoice for the people who walked from the rubble and sob for the ones left below? Did you burst out with pride for the red, white, and blue, and the heroes who died doing just what they do? Did you look up to heaven for some kind of answer, or look at yourself and what really matters? I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference between Iraq and Iran. But I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning that September day? Teaching a class full of innocent children, driving down some cold interstate. Did you feel guilty 'cause you're a survivor? In a crowded room, did you feel alone? Did you call up your mother and tell her you loved her? Did you dust off that old Bible at home? Did you open your eyes and hope it never happened? Close your eyes and not go to sleep. Did you notice the sunset for the first time in ages? Did you speak to some stranger on the street? Did you lay down at night and think of tomorrow? Go out and buy you a gun? Did you turn off that violent old movie you're watching and turn on I Love Lucy's reruns? Did you go to church and hold hands with some strangers, stand in line and give your own blood? Did you just stay home and cling tight to your family? Thank God you had somebody to love. I'm just a singer of simple songs. I'm not a real political man. Hey, I watch CNN, but I'm not sure I can tell you the difference in Iraq and Iran. I know Jesus and I talk to God, and I remember this from when I was young. Faith, hope, and love are some good things He gave us, and the greatest is love. The greatest is love. The greatest is love. Where were you when the world stopped turning on that September day? Makes you kind of stop in your tracks, doesn't it? Boy, seems like so. A long ways away. I appreciate that. Thank you, Julie. I'm going to take your advice and see where it is. Look in the chat real quick. Let me make a little change here, guys. Just a little bit. All right. We're good. We're golden. Where are we at in the show here? Dinner question of the day. We're on on to song number 3 already. I was going to look in the chat. I'm going to start from the bottom. VTR's in there. I said hi to Orphan Larry and Peggy Tracy Nips. But how did the wedding go this weekend? Hope everything went well. I played a private party for Tom and Tracy Labor Day weekend, and I think their daughter was getting married this week. So they had a wedding out at their place. Hope it went well. Lena Mings, good to see you. Hey, there's Cindy. No, you are fine, Cindy. She says a little late, but greetings from Chicago. We are glad to have you with us, Cindy. Thank you so much. Cindy always checks in. Love that you all check in from out of state and let us know what cities and things you're watching from out there. Hey, there's Peg Heck Barton. What'd she say? Can you end the show tonight with God Bless? I can't tonight because I don't know the words to that one. But I am going to sing God Bless the USA. We are going to sing that one tonight, Peg. So I'll put that on the list for next week. All right. I think I said hi to everybody. Let's see where we're at in the show here, Julie. Ready for a change. I thought after that nice, slow, patriotic song, heartfelt remembrance of the victims of, we ought to do something kind of lighthearted. Kind of like a song about me. Now, this is not really about me. A little song about somebody I've never met. None of these characters I've never... What is that? She's rolling her eyes in here. She's rolling her eyes going like, sure, John. I've never been to Albuquerque, Mexico. New Mexico. I left Albuquerque a little stoned and in a hurry with some Arizona Jack's beef jerky for the road. My co-pilot was Miss Shirley. She left her boyfriend bright and early to run away with me to chase something she never wrote. We hit that highway high and singing, jealous kind of Neville McClinton. 2 gypsy souls never felt like quitting all day long. Took a break, pulled off the show with a penny frown. She moved in closer, said I don't trust my heart, but I think that I'm in love. She tried to adjust my ways. I found out my heart is like an endless open range. It goes on and on forever. Every beat line just gets better. Oh, it's kinda like the weather, never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. Well, I can say I love you pretty good. Settling down, that's a different story, right? By the time we reached El Paso, a fifth of wild turkey had its lasso wrapped around the 2 of us with a stranglehold. A Motel 6 and just the answer on that king-size bed. I asked her, would you mind if I bought a ticket for you back home? Her brown eyes began to twinkle, then they both began to sprinkle. Soon a downpour washed her makeup off her face. She said, I should have known you're just a player, a genuine first-class heartbreaker. Yeah, I'll get my things and I'll get on my way. Yeah, she tried to adjust my ways. She found out my heart, it's like an endless open range. It goes on and on forever. Every beat line just gets better. It's kinda like the weather, never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I'll be gone, ready for a change. This might make a pretty good little video, you know. Especially this part right here. So I headed due south straight for Juarez, a beef burrito and a big red, when I saw those cut-off jeans and cowgirl boots. I slowed down and popped the window. She leaned in with a crooked halo, said I could use a ride, can I jump inside with you? We were cruising carefree down the highway, singing Sinatra's I Did It My Way, but I could tell she had a fresh wound in her heart. She reached over across the console, grabbed my right thigh and wouldn't let go. That's when the words inside my head began to start. She's gonna try to adjust my ways. She'll find out my heart is like an endless open maze that goes on forever. Every beat line just gets better. It's kind of like the weather, never stays the same. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I be gone, ready for a change. Settling down just ain't my forte. I say I love you on a good day. Won't be long till I be gone, ready for a change. Thanks for singing along with me in there, Brandon. Hey, Julie, I found out that I was going, when we were talking about checking in, I had a couple pictures I want to share. So before we go into the virtual tippers, let me pull them up real quick. I ask you guys if you wouldn't mind. Of course, I'm always asking for favors, right? I'm always asking for you guys to check in and say hi and share everything. And then I ask you if you would send me some pictures with you in the pictures of you watching the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream. And I've got a couple I want to share with you this week. And the first one here, actually, Julie, see, you're not the only one that I don't answer my text, because DJ had sent me this last week and I didn't get to it until this week. But check it out. There's DJ and Mindy watching down in the Farley neighborhood. Look at that. What, you know what I love about this picture? They're both in the picture. They're sitting at home next to each other, being all lovey-dovey. And they have a John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream cup. And Mindy's got it rocking the Jesus Time t-shirt. We're going to be singing Jesus Time tonight too, Mindy. Thank you guys for coming out. Now this next one is really close. I mean, this is what my setup looks like, because Brenda took a picture of Brene, and I got both of their names right so far, so I'm not in the doghouse yet. But check it out. There's what my setup actually looks. There's Brene, and like she's like right out in the reach on the comfy couch right there. And there I am. That's what I do during my live streams, all right? So that's me up there above. And Brene's right down there where I can talk to her. Like it's like I'm talking to you guys, but I'm actually sometimes just talking to Brene down there. So you got to picture that. Send me your picture. I know Peg Heck sent some, and Rick Ledoux sent some pictures that we put in last week. But show me a picture of you watching the John Stevens Jr. Made It Through Monday live stream, and we'll put it up here in the live stream show. Hey, Julie, now I think we're ready. Last week, it's time to talk about our virtual tippers out there. Last week, we had 3 virtual tippers reach in to their pockets and say, thank you, John, for bringing the Made It Through Monday live stream. Mr. Arkamo, Pete Arkamo, tipped me $10 using his Cash App. Becky Pettit tipped me $10 again this week. Thank you so much, Betty, using her Venmo. And Julie Schultz-Corey, again, $10 using her Venmo. We really appreciate that. If you let them roll just a little bit longer here, I've had a couple people say, well, John, we wanted to send checks, but we weren't quite sure. We can't find the addresses when we get ready to show this next thing. I wanted to let you know it is in the post. You don't have to catch it in the video. Okay, it's in the description. So when this video is over with, you just click at the post above it and all the information how to do it. Julie, let's show them that information out there. This is what you'll find. If you'd like to say thank you and leave a virtual tip, you can use your PayPal, your Venmo, all the usernames, all the phone numbers, anything. If you have one of those apps and you need to know how to do that, right there is the information. There's even a link on my website if you'd like to say thank you. And like some of you ask, John, where do we mail a check? We don't do this newfangled stuff. We just want to send a check. Right there it is, right there. But it's also in the description of this video. So when this video is over with, you'll be able to go find it right at the top, and you won't have to find it in the live video. So we appreciate you all taking time. And I want to give a special shout out to all you people that come to my live shows, and we're going to be sharing some pics of those with you. You are all so generous. A number of you use my virtual tipping apps during my shows. I know the Harrisons do sometimes, and I know Brene does, and things too. So I appreciate when you guys do that. But I just want to say, all you that use that green paper with pictures of dead presidents, thank you. So you're so generous by hitting I call it my magic tip jar, because I get a tank of gas or so out of those things sometimes even more. So thank you all for being so generous. Let me look at my notes here, Julie. We covered that. Let me jump in the chat real quick. Mr. Mills, glad, I think we said hi to you. Okay, well, let's get moving. Let's get on to the next thing. We're going to do another tribute to 9/11, a song, one of my favorites. I like the Where Were You When the World Stopped Turning? That's a good one.
Yeah.
But I like this one too. It's a Daryl Worley song called Have You Forgotten?
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't sung it for a minute, so I'm going to put my cheat sheet up if that's okay. And it's got 2 rounds of verses, so little bridge, so I got to get it up there where I can see it. So, you know, how about them Hoosiers? And how about them Boilermakers, huh? Both of them won. And did Notre Dame win?
I don't remember. I don't think I was home.
Oh, okay. Well, you guys can let me know out there. I don't really care about any of them. I mean,
I know they finally got to play, but...
Yeah. Good.
Because it was, rain delay.
Oh, but a football game had a rain delay?
Both of them did.
All right. Now, how did... Oh, there it is. I was going to say...
and Purdue both had rain delays.
I didn't leave here, and I lost my pick, but I lobster, then I flounder. Okay, where we at here? Where were you? Drop D. Why would this tuner stop like this? I have no idea. It's dead on her door now. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way. Daryl Worley song called Have You Forgotten? I hear people saying we don't need this war, and I say there's some things worth fighting for. What about freedom and this piece of ground? We didn't get to keep them backing down. They say we don't realize the mess we're getting in. Before you start your preaching, let me ask you this, my friend. Have you forgotten how it felt that day to see your homeland under fire and her people blown away? Have you forgotten when those towers fell? We had neighbors still inside, living good and living hell. And you say we shouldn't worry about Bin Laden. Have you forgotten? You took all the footage off my TV, said it was too disturbing for me. It'll just breed anger, that's what the experts say. If it was up to me, I'd show it every day. Some say this country's just out looking for a fight. After 9/11, man, I'd have to say they were right. Have you forgotten how it felt that day to see your homeland under fire and her people blown away? Have you forgotten when those towers fell? We had neighbors still inside, going through a living hell. And we vowed to get the ones behind Bin Laden. Have you forgotten? Well, I've been there with the soldiers who've gone away to war, and you can bet that they remember just what they're fighting for. Have you forgotten how those people killed? Yeah, some went down like heroes in that Pennsylvania field. Have you forgotten about our Pentagon and all those ones that we lost and those left to carry on? So don't tell me not to worry about Bin Laden. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten? have you forgotten? Isn't that a great little song out there? Thank you. Thank you, Brene. I appreciate that. Wow, that song, that day still kind of, I mean, we just kind of go on through life, but man, when you stop and think about it, I can remember thinking that the banks were closed and saying, because some of them did. Yeah, so, hey, Julie, shifting gears, let's take a look and see who checked in last week. We had a lot of people that weren't with us last week, so we're glad that you're here this week. Make sure you have checked in. We're going to take a look at our out-of-state checker-inners. That's a word I made up myself. Jerry Tony checked in from Wadsworth, Ohio. Peg Heck Barton joined us listening from beautiful Bear Lake, Michigan, and she shared a picture last week with us. Orpha White checked in from South Haven, Michigan, and true as the sunset going down. Cindy Addison checked in from Chicago. Thank you, Cindy, for checking in. I didn't put the Chicago in there, but we know you're from there. She's a Chicago. How's that song go? Da-da-da. Oh, it's come on. I couldn't think of the first word. Well, come on. Baby, do you want to go? We're going to Cindy's house. Oh, come on. Baby, do you want to go to that sweet little place? Cindy Adamson's in Sweet Home, Chicago. Cindy, thanks for checking in. We appreciate you doing that every week. All right, Julie, let's run those in-state checker-inners real quick. Last week, I love this. This is where it gets really personal. On the bed in my room in Frankfurt, Gary Wines just put his name in there. He said, this is Gary Wines in Lebtucky. Hello, Gary. Glad you joined us. Hello from the Ben-Hur in Crawfordsville. I just write what you guys put in there. Okay, that's what I do. Newburgh, Indiana. That's our friend Rhonda. Lebanon, the recliner in New Ross, the family room in Chapel Hill, the living room in Crawfordsville. There's a lot of Chapel Hill and Crawfordsvilles join us. That's great. Ensign emergency room, just getting off work. That's our buddy Eli who joined us last week. The back porch at Chapel Hill, that might have been Bad Betty or the Davises, I'm not sure who. From my recliner in Lebanon, I bet that's Barbara Mitchell. Lafayette, Spencer. That's our buddy Rick down there. Living room in Lebanon. At home decorating for fall, the west side of Indy, Chapel Hill. That's Donna, that's for sure. Patio, west side of Indy. Front yard in Crawfordsville. It says watching in Lebanon. Down the street from the live studio in Lebanon. That's Becky, isn't it? Kara checked in from Roachdale, Indy. Kara, thanks for joining us each and every week. Our friend Big City, near East Side, from the front porch, Mike Westerfield joins us. He was at 2 shows last week. Thank you, Mike and Cindy. Good to see you guys out there. The comfy couch in the DD Live Studio. That's our friend right down here, Brene. The living room in Seaville. Hello from French Lick. Kick back in the recliner in Mulberry. That's Pete. Mulberry Studio, and on my study PC in the living room of my apartment in Crawfordsville Flat. That's our buddy Michael Stevens, not my brother. Well, he's my brother from a different mother. At Morris in Thorntown, that's VTR on the patio. Our little corner of Crawfordsville. That's the Farleys. That's nice. Thank you guys for checking in out there. I'm so mad I could spit now. I could chew nails, and then I'd spit them. We're going to get through this thing without a tuner. That could be an adventure out of it. So you guys shared the question of the day last week, or what were you drinking? There were some interesting answers. I'm not going to put them all there, but y'all drinking water, ice water, Gator Light, or Gator. I think that was from Bob Cruz. It's Gatorade. I can't remember what it was, but it wasn't like your typical Gatorade. I had to review that. I got it written down. I think Bob Cruz might have had that. And Rick was getting out some Woodford Reserve. And some of you are drinking Bud Light, believe it or not, and Miller Lite, and 7-Up, Diet Cokes. And we had an iced tea. I think I got them. Somebody said Bud Light and Bud Light Lemonade. And I hope there was an and in there, because Bud Light Lemonade just doesn't sound good to me. But hey, to each your own. Thank you for playing along, and I hope you guys have let me know where you were on 9/11. How long ago has that been? Has that been 22 years? Is that what the date is? 9/11 is 2023. Wow.
Yep. Not 22 years.
That is something, isn't it? All right. Hey, we're gonna sing "Baby, I've Fallen for You," and after this song's over, we're gonna say hi to Pete and Julie, because Julie wanted to hear this song. I just found out. I had it in the show. This song's off the new album. Hope you guys have gone to Spotify and Apple Music and wherever you listen to your digital music on your phone, your computers, and have listened and downloaded my new album, You Ain't Living My Scars. Here's one of the pretty love songs. There's a song called Baby, I've Fallen For You. Song that calls Mrs. Mills to say yes to Mr. Mills. Baby, I know you're at home, snuggled on the couch with your blanket on, just a chillin' after another long day. Your heart and mind are racing, going places, asking what I see in you. Am I just playing? And you wonder if I'm gonna stay. Wish you could see what's in my heart, down deep in what used to be the darkest part. 'Cause baby, I've fallen for you. You're my breath of spring, you're my everything, a dream I never knew. You're a song that came out of the blue. I wanna be your man, make you understand that baby, I'm falling for you. I know it's kinda hard to roll with me, knowing everything and how I used to be, but I promise those days are all gone. 'Cause I've been sitting, baby, where you sit, and I know it's tough when you start to getting doubts and fears. It makes it hard to hold on. So I'm gonna tell you this tonight. You're the one I want next to me for the rest of my life. 'Cause baby, I'm falling for you. You're my breath of spring, you're my everything, a dream I never knew. You're the words of a rhyme that ring true. Gonna keep holding on, standing strong. 'Cause baby, I'm falling for you. Baby, I'm falling for you. You're my breath of spring, you're my everything, a dream I never knew. You're a song that came out of the blue. Gonna keep holding on, standing strong. 'Cause baby, I'm falling for you. Girl, I'm falling for you. I'm falling for you. Oh, I'm falling for you. Baby, I'm falling for you. I know what that song does to Pete and Julie. Hey, I'm going to head on up to Mulberry. See, y'all, let's say hi to Pete and Julie out there. See what's going on in the Mulberry studio. Look at that. They are wrestling with the Baby, I'm Falling For You pillows. Did you know? Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Now they're having a pillow fight. I guess those were love taps. Did you know that you can get Baby, I'm Falling For You pillows to decorate your bed? Isn't that something? You can find all that stuff at the John Stevens Jr. merch store. Just go to JohnStevensJrMusic.com. I don't know. I think you need to get two and find somebody to have a pillow fight like Pete and Julie were doing out there. I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pete and Julie, thanks for helping out up there in the Mulberry studio. I appreciate that. Can you guys do something for my tuner? I don't know what's going on with him. All right, let's see here. Don't forget, after this song, after this song, we're going to share some show pics. Going to show some show pics from people that are we're at this my week's show. And I'm going to let you know where I'm going to be performing this upcoming week. I had 5 shows last week. We got 5 this week, including our Made It Through Monday live stream. So it's busy. I'll hustle through the pics, but we got a bunch of them. Coming up right after this song. Remember this Toby Keith song? Hang on. Ouch. Can you tell? You can't, can you? Just a little. One of my favorites, courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. American girls and American guys will always stand up and salute. Will always recognize when you see old glory flying. There's a lot of men dead, so we can sleep in peace at night when we lay down our head. My daddy served in the army till he lost his right eye, but he flew a flag out in the yard till the day that he died. He wanted my mother, my brother, my sister, and me to grow up and be happy in the land of the free. Yeah, this nation I love is coming under attack. Mighty sucker punch come flying in from somewhere in the back. Soon as we could see clear through our big black eye, man, we lit up your world like the 4th of July. Hey, Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty, she started shaking her fist. Now the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing her bell, and it'll feel like a wide world, it's raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Oh, now justice will be served and the battle will rage. This big dog's gonna bite if you rattle his cage, and you'll be sorry that you messed with the US of A. 'Cause we'll put a boot up your ass, that's the American way. Uncle Sam, put your name at the top of his list, and the Statue of Liberty, she started shaking her fist. Now the eagle will fly, and it's gonna be hell when you hear Mother Freedom start ringing that bell, and it'll feel like the wide world is raining down on you. Brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. Brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. There's a lot of attitude songs come out after 9/11, weren't they? There sure were. I think we need some more attitude songs. What do y'all think? Hey guys, it's that time of the show where we're going to share some show pics for you and let you know where I'm going to be performing this upcoming week. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to pull them up right here. Last week we started at the Corner Bar Tuesday night on the south side of Indianapolis. And this first picture is so cool. Here's a long lost acquaintance for over 20 years ago. Julie came up to me. She goes, "Do you remember me?" And I said, She goes, "You played a private party on the south side of Indianapolis, right over here in this," and it was around Christmas time. And I said, "I do remember that party." I haven't seen Julie in like 20 years, a little less. And she goes, "I still have your CDs. I listen to them in my car and things." Julie, thank you. So it was so great to see Julie at the Corner Bar on Tuesday night. And then we had my fraternity brother Alfie over there on the right. Bob and Amy were with us up there. Good to see you, Bob and Amy, and Mindy and Alfie over there on the right-hand side. Always see these guys when I'm playing down on the south side of Indianapolis at the Corner Bar. We appreciate your support. Now, check it here. This is a picture of Mike, big city near East Side. Check in Mike and Cindy. And then there's their daughter-in-law, Amanda, and son Todd. And this is a picture of the guys with their wives. I'm going to show you a picture after a while with the guys without their wives. So Amanda and Cindy, we were letting our hair down, no pun intended, on Friday night. Yeah, it wasn't all that crazy, but I got pictures of them anyway. So Mike and Cindy, Todd and Amanda, thank you for coming out to the corner bar. And there's the boss of the corner bar. There's Donna Coffee. Donna does live music virtually 5 nights a week at the corner bar. If you guys have never been there, I play there the first Tuesday of every month. Donna's there all the time. It's a kind of a labor of love for her, but make sure and look Donna up, say hi. But she has live music 5 nights a week, and just a great music room. So y'all go check it out. And look at there. There's Fred and checkerboard lover Mary right there. Hi, Fred and Mary. Oh, they're always showing up when they can. And then I just met Penny for the first time. She was waitressing. And we decided we were going to move or go away to Las Vegas for the night, get married, and come back. It didn't work out. She said she couldn't find the airport. But Penny, we had a lot of fun playing with everybody, didn't we? That was awesome. Hey, Thursday night, we booked on over to Brownsburg at the Locale. Have you guys been to the Locale in Brownsburg? It is one of my favorite rooms. Great food, great people, and we always have a good show there every other Thursday night. And last week was no exception. And look at there. There's DJ and Mindy again. They're kind of stealing the show. They had their picture with their cups. Now they're on the front row of this picture. There's Susan. And Susan, I didn't see Jim. Didn't see Jim in Greencastle, I'm sorry. But there's Susan and Bad Betty and Buzz. Glad to see you guys. Appreciate your support. And check it out. There's Viv. She is the queen of the EPP, the Eagle Park Posse. That's what they call themselves. But there's Viv and there's Tanya and Jim. Glad to see you guys there. Viv just makes the rounds. She gets around everywhere. The dance floor, different people. She's a mover and a shaker. Looky there. We finally... Dancing Larry and Connie, where have you guys been? Everybody's always asking about you. But we got to see... And you too, Sister Ann. But Dancing Larry and Connie, they steal their time on the dance floor. Everybody wants to know where Dancing Larry and Connie is. But Sister Ann made it. Connie and Larry, good to see you guys on Thursday night. Appreciate you. And here's a couple. I saw them when they first come in. Harold and my dad used to work together years ago when he worked at TDS. And Harold and Mary are good friends with my mom. And they said they sent her a text and sending their well wishes to her. So thank you, Harold and Mary, for making the show. And of course, there they are. Pete and Julie and Brene right up there on the front row, part of the Monday night crew. And Brene wears her Jesus Time shirt sometimes too, and some of her Steel Little Sugar. But on last Thursday, Pete and Julie had on their John Stevens gear. I appreciate that support. And there's Jenny. Look, Jenny looks so happy, just tucked in. What is that song? When you lay your head between my collar and jaw, I don't feel much, but there's nothing at all. There you go, Jenny. That's what that looks like to me. She got her head between my collar and jaw. Good to see you. And here's one of my faves, Sarah out there with Loretta and Larry. I say, can I get your picture? And they always say yes. There's yes. And then there's Jeff and Leslie. And I didn't picture her because they had dessert. Last time I got the picture, they had dessert. They had dessert again. I said, I'll come back. I didn't want to get too many pictures of their sweet tooth. And I think Gail's got this thing going. You see what Gail does? Whenever I start taking pictures, Gail, you tell me if I'm right about this. Whenever I go around and start taking pictures, Gail disappears out of the group shot. And she kind of looks over and bats her eyes and goes, oh, I guess I didn't get in the picture. Can we get one together, John? So I see what you're doing, Gail, and it works. It works. So if you want to get a selfie with me, maybe that's what you got to do. Just stay out of the group pictures and say, well, I didn't get my picture tonight.
I'm doing it all wrong.
Yeah, well, we've had some selfies before, but yeah, that's now. What you see how this is going to be? The news is out. There'll be nothing but selfies next week at my shows. Nobody will get in a group photo. So anyway, and there they are. There's the Eagle Park Posse gang right there. Those ladies are so much fun. Thank you, Viv, for getting the troops all together. Appreciate it. And here's a great surprise. And thank you, Mindy and DJ, for introducing Cheryl and Larry to the John Stevens Jr. show and inviting them. When I was in Darlington a couple of weeks ago, Mindy went over there. She doesn't meet strangers. She's always saying hi to everybody. And she invited them to Brownsburg. And Larry and Cheryl made the show. So Larry and Cheryl, thanks for coming up. We appreciate you. Friday night, man, I'm getting tired just reading all these. It was a busy week for me. Busy week. We headed to Shelbyville, down to Whiskey John's, and man, did I get surprised. Did I get surprised when I walked in, I looked up and I saw her, and Bev was there with the two Lisas, Linda, Doug, and Jan. Check it out. Bev Gavin was there, and they called themselves, I called them the Jones Clan because they were going someplace else. And Bev said, I saw you going to be in Shelbyville, so we brought our friends and family out. So, Bev, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate that. As you can see, that there's two Lisas. If you needed help on Friday night, you just say, hey, Lisa. And so there was two Lisas, Bev, Linda, Doug, and Jen. Thank you guys for coming out to Whiskey Bob's or Whiskey John's. Whiskey Bob's is in Lafayette, isn't it? Yeah, I get my whiskeys confused sometimes. Get my confused. And there's Rick and Kelly and Reggie and Patty. They come up and Rick goes, it's been forever since we've been to our John Stevens show. We live in Shelbyville now, so I had to bring my show all the way to Shelbyville to see Rick and Kelly and Patty and Reggie. And Reggie goes, we wouldn't have come here unless we were invited. And I said, oh, well, thanks for that ringing endorsement there, Reggie. I appreciate that. We're always busting on each other, having a good time. Really great to see you guys. And the birthday girl there, Deb and Tom were there, so we had to get a birthday. I think she sang a little bit and danced. She danced to Tennessee Whiskey. I told Bob, I said, or Tom, I said, I'm pitching underhand. I'm going to play a slow belly rubber for you, Tennessee Whiskey, right? Mm-hmm. And she starts doing the hoochie coo. And I said, you're supposed to let him grab a hold, hang on, go around in circles. But she wasn't having any of them. She was doing the hoochie coochie dance. And check this out. Speaking of pretty girls, there we are. Peg walks in and she goes, hi, John, you remember me? And at first, I wasn't phone. And I said, Peggy. So Peggy made it to the show. And there's Patsy, Pat, Diane, and Sandra along with Peggy up there. Thank you, ladies, for coming in. You got to watch Patsy out there. She's kind of a flirt. Is she? Yeah, she is kind of a flirt. I liked it, though. I liked it. And they all guessed I was younger than I was. So I like those ladies. Thank you all for coming out. Peggy, thanks for bringing the crew and spreading the word. Hey, Peggy, let's do some shows in New Pal, all right? Let's have your people, my people do lunch. Let's get over to New Pal. Especially if all those girls can come. And look at there. There's another pretty girl. She was sitting with a group of people, and she was just singing, and she asked for, I can't remember what song I played. Maybe Julie or maybe Mike Westerfield might remember. And I played her song. She come up and put money in my tip jar. And I said, I got to get a picture with this pretty girl. Her name was Ruth. Thank you so much. And guess what? Guess who else was there? Pete and Julie were there on Friday night. I seen them Thursday night. I seen them Monday night. Seen them Thursday night. And then I see them Friday. And then I find out the real story. I said, you guys come all the way to see me? And they said, yeah, kind of, sort of. We're going to go to the casino and gamble too. Oh, okay. No, they did. Thank you for your support out there. But my favorite thing when Pete and Julie showed up was, I told you about the Westerfields. Now I had to pull this picture out because we had some background stuff and things that we couldn't use, so I just pulled this picture out. But two things I want you to notice. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I'm in the land of the giants there. Look at those guys. I mean, you guys are dwarfing me there. There's Jeff on the left and Mike and Todd, and they're dwarfing me. But what was so funny, when Pete and Julie walked in, Mike looked up at him and he did his best John Stevens Jr. He goes, what are you guys doing here? Because that's what I always say to somebody that's out of town when you don't expect them to be there. What are you doing here? So Mike got him good. But Jeff and Mike and Todd, thank you all so much for coming out. And then here's our waitress and bar. There's Paola. It's not Paula. It's Paola. Paola. Took me a while to get that. And Dee over there. Thank you, ladies, for taking care of me. I had a great evening down in Shelbyville. Saturday night, we were off to Greencastle and DePaul University. And I tell you, the room was full. It was loud. Oh, my gosh, it was so loud. It was so loud. But we soldiered through. And then after we got rid of all those talkers, we had a really good show. But I mean, it was packed. Couldn't get a seat. And loud. Mm-hmm. Wasn't much fun that first set. Yeah. But they're all talking, going, oh, you're really good. We really like you. We're having fun. I can't even hear myself sing, but you guys, I had it cranked. We stood our hair back. But anyway, It was so much fun. Look at this group. They were from California. That guy's already on the floor. That's the first set. They're already having a good time down there on the floor at the Moore's Bar down in Greencastle. Good bunch. Lenny's kind of funky. Now, these guys were sitting around listening, and they were too young to be knowing my songs, but they knew all the songs I was singing and old classics, and so they were raised right. There's no doubt about that. Appreciate you guys. Didn't get your names. We're so glad that you come out and enjoy the music. And then this couple was so nice. They were there towards the end of the night. Shannon and Brian, they were from Angola, and they were just super nice and very generous in the tip jar and making requests, and we were all singing songs. They even said, I need to come to Angola. You want to go to Angola sometime, everybody? It's not too far away. Renee said she's going. But nice to meet you, Shannon and Brian. And then my friend Debbie Brewer was there with her friend Ted. Thank you guys. Ted was a ride. I love Ted. He was just humorous and making conversation. So glad to see you. And their friends, Doug and Cheryl, were also there. Doug plays music and a band plays bass, and he was very complimentary and just a super nice guy to talk to. And Cheryl was too. Appreciate you guys. Very generous. All my friends, I tell you, all my friends at my shows are just so generous. I do appreciate you guys when you say thank you and throw money and compliments my way. I appreciate it. Now here's a guy. I tell my mom, I made a good decision. She told me to be careful about those guys hanging out at the end of the show in the bar. Well, there's one right there, Mr. Clayton. And they were buying shots for everybody. And he goes, John, you want a shot? And I said, I do, but I got to drive. I said, Clayton, I do want a shot, but I got to drive. He goes, well, we're all having shots together. He goes, will you drink a Monster, like a Monster Energy? Put it in a shot. So I did a celebratory shot with them. But they were doing all kinds of Vegas bombs and crazy stuff. Yeah, at the end of the show. So, but I made a good decision. And Clayton come up and threw money in my tip jar because I played Dixieland Delight for him. And our bartenders that night, there they are, Jesse and Kim down at Moore's Bar. It's a little small place, but Jesse and Kim took care of everybody there, and love playing down in Greencastle at Moore's Bar. Hope you guys can make it out. Hey, now let's look where I'm going to be this week. All right, this week. Of course, tonight we're doing our Made It Through Monday live stream show. Tomorrow night, 9/12, Tuesday evening, I will be at Clues Brews in Lebanon. Hope you guys can make it. Wednesday, actually, I'll be buzzing down to French Lick and hang out with Mama for a few days, but I'll be down there Wednesday. And then I have a show Thursday in Jasper at JR's Bar. Friday, I'll come back to Lebanon. We'll be at that sports bar outside on the patio. Man, if the weather's anything Friday night like it's tonight, that will be perfect. Music outside, dinner outside under the stars. That'll be fun. And then Saturday night, we're headed over to Avon to the Presswork. If you guys have not been there, and since I played there last time, they have upgraded their kitchen and upgraded the menu. So food is fantastic. It's a great room for live music. And so I hope to see all my Hendricks County friends. And even if you live in Boone County or Hendricks County, or what's Putnam County? What's Plainfield? It's Putnam County. No, it's Hendricks County too, isn't it? If you're in the area, come see me Saturday night at the Presswick in Avon. It's an open to the public event. Love to have you there. Okay, with all that said, upcoming shows. Let's see if I can get this halfway close. We're going to sing God Bless the USA. Aunt Teresa asked for this song. Viv asked for this song. Oh, is that Brenda? Brenda's in the house. I think we're close there. Since we're remembering 9/11 out there, we're going to sing God Bless the USA. Brenda, you want to join us on this song?
I've got to eat.
She's got to eat. If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to the living near today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, all the way from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, New York to LA. Why, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died and gave that right to me. And I'd gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. Even on this day of remembrance, 22 years later of 9/11, we never get tired of singing that song out there. Guys, we have done it again. We got time for one more song, one more of mine. We played 4 of my songs tonight. 4 of the songs out there kind of remembering a little bit about 9/11. Hope you guys will make sure and smash that like and love button, and hope you will share. Hope you have checked in. Send me some pictures. Don't forget to let me know where you were on 9/11. If you remember what you were doing, give me a brief little glimpse of what you were doing. And if you'd like to say thank you with a virtual tip, you can do that too. So anyway, with that being said, we got time to do one more song, and you know, we can sing all the patriotic songs we want, and that's good. But sometimes ain't no patriotic things gonna fix it. We all need a little Jesus time. That's the way we got to do it. So thank you guys again for joining us on another Made It Through Monday live stream. Share with your friends. Tell your friends about it next week. I want to say one more thing real quick while you're all on here. If some of you said, John, I'm not getting a notification. When I put the event out on Saturdays, if you see that little interested button, you can put I'm interested or I'm going. If you click that, you'll get a reminder. Okay, that's my reminder to you. So, because some of you say, I forgot to go there last Monday night. Well, if you click that box, whenever I put the event on Saturdays out there, it'll send you a reminder. So that's my little pro tip for you tonight. So, hey, let's sing a little Jesus time. I just douched myself on camera. Can you see it? I missed my mouth. That's what you get. You never know what you're going to get. I'm going to have to order a bib or something. Oh, there it is.
Say you want a bib next time?
I did. Well, I need my fluffer too, because my clothes just don't fit me. Renee was helping one time with a video, and I said, your job is to make sure my shirt stays straight. See, like that. That's the way it should be. But it just does what it wants to do. So it's the way God made me. All right, clothes just don't. Have you seen those people that like all their clothes are just perfect, and then you see like the Raggedy Andy's like me? You're
not like that.
I need a little Jesus time. Some days I don't love His word. Some days my sin makes me hurt. Some days I turn my back, run away from where He's at, straight to the enemy's curse. Some days I say what I want, I don't deny myself pleasures, no, not one. Some days I don't trust his plan, ignore who he says I am, and don't perform one good deed or good word. Well, I need some Jesus time. I need some Jesus time. He's the only one who can fix my mind, heal my past and leave it all behind. I need some Jesus time. When I surrender, he's there, holding my unanswered prayers, waiting on me to live a holy life away dead, so he can bless me with all he's prepared. When will my breakthrough appear? When will my heart finally hear? 'Cause every day feels like a war, but godliness is worth fighting for. Lord, help me battle these fears, 'cause I need some Jesus time. I need some Jesus time. He's the only one who can fix my mind, break these chains and leave it all behind. I need some Jesus time. Pour out your spirit, make my heart here, and catch every tear that I cry. Touch me and heal me, expose me, reveal me, show me your truth and my lies. 'Cause I need some Jesus time. I need some Jesus time. He's the only one I need to find. Help me leave my past behind. I need some Jesus time. Well, I need some Jesus time. I need some Jesus time. He's the only one I need to find. Help me break these chains of line. I need some Jesus time. He's the only one I need to find when I get lost and I go blind. Yeah, I need some Jesus time. I need some Jesus time. Yeah, Teresa says, I always make time for little Jesus time. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Pete and Julie, Brenda and Renee, thanks for having me over here at the Davis Dale Live Studio in Lebanon. It's that time, Julie. It's that time where we got to sing, turn out the lights, the party's over. Turn out the lights, party's over. They say that all good things must end. Turn out the lights, that party's over. Don't forget, tomorrow night we'll be at Clues Brews in Lebanon. Thursday night in Brownsburg. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Thursday night in Jasper. Friday night back in Lebanon at that sports bar. And then Saturday in Avon at the Presswick. And next Monday night right back here, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll do it all again. Say goodnight, John boy. Even the live studio audience said it. Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to jump in the chat real quick and say hi to you. Thank you, VTR. Good to see you. Jerry Birchfield. Good to see you, my friend. There's Vicky. I'm there. Well, Jerry, the chat keeps moving on. I keep missing. It's moving so fast out there. Hi, Jerry. Good to see you. Aunt Teresa. Good night, Connie. Mr. Fitro's out there. Bob. Good to see you. Good night, Karen. Appreciate you. Good to join us, Brian. Glad to have you with us. Kathy Van Cleve. Larry Davis says, not John Boy. David Holman out there in Wyoming. Thank you for joining us, David. We appreciate it. David, next time we get and get you and Jasper, we're gonna get a picture. We're gonna put a picture of me and you in your profile pic. We're gonna fix that. Don Brown, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Mike Westerfield, thanks, buddy. I think I said hi to most of you out there. Becky Pettit, Lena. Hey, Charlie Woodruff. I hadn't said hi to Chaz out there. How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Glad to have Charlie. Been missing you, my friend. Pat, thank you so much for joining us. Hope that you'll come back next Monday night. Thank you. She goes, we all need a little Jesus time. Yes, we need some. All need some Jesus time. That's right, Pat. Thank you for joining us. Elaine, thank you for being out there. And Cindy, again, up in Chicago. We love you and our out-of-state checker enters. Thank you. All right. Guys, I'm going to let you go. I've kept you 11 minutes extra. You got to see these guys. They're rolling their eyes. It's like, get out of here, John, so we can have our life back and have our kitchen back. They might think it, but they never say it. So, anyway, guys, love you. See you next Monday night. Have a great week. Take care.